Hello everyone, so it is finally here, Runelite HD, and as you can see, it looks amazing. I haven't installed it yet. That was a joke. Okay, so so this is how you install it. So go to Plugin Hub, down at the bottom. You can just search HD or 117, install it. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is it has default settings, and you can customize the shit out of it, like with most graphical plugins. So it is now installed. So here's the base HD. This already does look much better. However, if you want to get more value out of it, what I would do, go to the settings. So first thing, anti-aliasing, 4 times, at least 4 times. It's looking much better. UI scaling, I'm not really sure how much that'll do. I'll increase this to 8 for anisotropic. For saturation, I would just leave that alone. Dynamic lights, I'm just going to put on some. Shadows, then you have shadow distance. So like for example, if I want to increase the distance, shadows are drawn. You kind of see here it doesn't go too much further than that unless you increase your draw distance, so 60 is pretty good. You can increase or decrease the shadow resolution. I'm actually going to leave it at 2K because it's hard to tell. Actually, let's check out 1. 2K is good. Alright, so 2K shadows. So we now have shadows, so look at my squirrel. He's looking pretty good. Got the details in the carrot sword now. Expand shadow draw. Not entirely sure what that does. Next we have these settings. Default sky blue. So this will change based on the area you're in. So let's go, you know, ground textures as well. You can turn these off. So if you want it to be more like actual old school with just shadows, you can turn off the textures. HD SAR reskin, you can turn. I'll show that in a second. All right, so let's go to Edgeville really quick. Let me get a glory on. Let's go to Edgeville. So let's actually go towards the wild. Kind of see it's starting to get, or at least it should be getting dark. Let me check this. Come on, let's see what happens here. Black. Alright, so it just changes it to that. Tan. I think it might override the skybox. We'll have to see. Because skybox causes it. Here it goes. It's getting darker. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Sweet. Okay, the skybox does change still. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to Karamja. So there's one area that I found that looks really cool. So first of all, look at the water. The water looks much better, like reflects light. It's actually dynamic and has like shaders on it and shit. You see it reflecting light right there from the light source. And you can actually see through the water now. So it looks much nicer, looks much better. So let's actually go to the Tsar place. I wonder if this looks better or not, so we'll check that out. One area looks insanely cool though. Interiors look much better now. Like even just that looks better. This is definitely a nice placeholder until the old school team ships their HD rework or remake or whatever, I guess. Look at this area. This looks good, dude. Compared to how this usually looks, this looks amazing. This looks so good. Alright, so let's go into the SAR place. So let's check this. Let's see what it looks like. Do I like that or not? I think this looks better. Well, I mean, this is what I'm used to. And it's always red, so it's just like... Depends on what you want it to look like. It still has the HD effects, it's just that it's not as... it looks more like the original area. This, for me, it's a toss-up, but for other areas, it's clear. I'd rather leave it like this, because this is just what I'm used to. Let's check out this area. Let's pass through the hot door. See if it looks any better over here. I feel like this is a little overtuned, but I think this section looks nice, but the rest... Oh, let me see. Does this still have the lighting? No, it doesn't. Okay, so it just kind of reverts it. Okay. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. Alright, check out this area. Let's start with the duel arena. So here's a desert kind of area. It looks much better. It definitely looks much better. I think you could turn people onto this. Like if they hadn't played RuneScape. I think people could be invested in this. I'm gonna collapse this. Alright, let's check out Castle Wars Arena. See if that looks much different. So the lighting effects in the portals look pretty cool, actually. Check those out. Those look quite nice. But aside from that, it's like, here, let's actually go inside. What? Oh, I can't go in because of all the... Can I go in now? I have to get rid of some items. Alright, let's go to the Ferox Enclave. This place looks really cool. This place looks really cool. There's like a lot of nice like light effects from all the portals and stuff. Some PKers doing God's work. Striking fear into the hearts of men. No, this area looks quite good. The wild looks much better. The shadows definitely help. Like add some depth, obviously, because without shadows things look kind of flat. Let's see, what's this guy all about? I'm assuming he's like a maxed main. Alright, so what's another good area? Draenor Village, I guess. Let's just check that really quick. So a lot of the overworld will look kind of similar because a lot of it's like the same resource pool, but like interiors, like in caves and stuff, really looks like, oh yeah, check this out. There's like lights on the fire, so as this dude's lighting fires, it actually illuminates your character too. So it's pretty decent. We can go check out this interior over here, this trapdoor. Or maybe we should check out Korend. That would probably be a good place to check. I'll do that in like 5 seconds. Okay, so this looks okay. There's going to be some areas that aren't like super crazy because they won't have lights in them, but this looks decent. It looks like a dark thing. Looks a little bit better than it did. Okay, so let's go to Edgeville, and then I'll just grab a skills necklace. Let's get a stamina potion going. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's go to the farming guild, and then I'll just like kind of run into some things. It definitely looks better than the default client, that's for sure. I don't think that's up for debate. But obviously if Jagex reworks the graphics like in this art style, and then has their own like shaders that are like, you know, built on the engine, it'll be much better. See, this is what I was hoping for, like stuff like this. I think these are gonna attack me though. So I'm gonna go over here. Actually, fuck it, we'll just run through them. I have 99 health, we should be fine. Yeah, they're gonna do their lizard man things. Their lizard boy attacks. I think you have to pray range here, don't you? So the lighting is random, obviously, right? Like the mood lighting. It's not like there's like zones where it changes, but right now this is like a dark battlefield. It should be a little different, but still looks, it does look better. Because otherwise, like normally it's just all solid black regardless. There's no lighting effects at all. This is definitely a huge improvement, and I think this will hold most people off until Jagex releases their official thing. It was definitely smart of them. What the heck? That thing's so huge. It's just like cannons. Are those players' cannons? I don't even know. Oh yeah. This looks so funny. I've never seen those before. They look so hilarious. It's just massive. They just look funky. Alright. I've never really messed around with like the Lizardman Shaman and everything. I want to go to this area, so I'm just trying to get down to there. We'll like run through these mountains really quick, just to like check out how some of the areas are affected. I think one of the main things the old school team is going to have to deal with is the landscape geometry. So like lighting and shaders are one thing, but if your landscape geometry looks really bad, especially in contrast to some of these newer assets, they're probably going to have to figure out some kind of way to update the grid for like the land mass, which could be annoying. It might require a lot of work. We'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. It's hard to tell what will happen. Or where does this go? Okay, cool. This crosses over. Alright, the Rangers are ranging on the wooden barricade. So this was one of the areas they showed in their thing, in their mock-up as to what the game might look like. I'll do a before and after too, so you can kind of see the, because now that I'm seeing this, it's like hard to remember what it looks like without it. So I'll like uncheck it. Okay, so here's just a basic area with normal lighting, and this is also the beta, so there might be a day-night cycle added and some other stuff. Alright, so we'll just turn it off. Oh man. And we'll turn it on. Wow. The difference. The difference. This is what you'd be playing on with default, except it'd be a black skybox. The difference is insane. It's not even close, dude. It's not even close. This is so much better. This is so much better. Yeah, I think it's a good thing Jagex reversed their decision, because, you know, no one wants to, like, them to have no control over their product. It's just more of an issue of if it doesn't hurt anything, there's no sense in getting rid of it. Like, you might as well just allow it until people can use their official HD thing. Like, it doesn't hurt anything, at least as far as I can tell. This music's funny. Alright, so let's just run through here really quick and just find like a different area, like go in a dungeon. Yeah, the difference is crazy though. This actually looks decent. Is that an agility course or something? I don't know what that is. Climb ladder. The water looks much better, but the water has historically always looked like crap, but now it actually looks okay. There's like a cave nearby, let's find one. Alright, I'm not even near one. I guess I could try... Here, let's go back to Edgeville. We'll just go in the cave, the Varrock Sewer Cave, to see what that looks like. Even just running around, like all these little lights and everything that used to be dead now look a little lively. I don't know what's up with that. Is that a bug? Like this texture here? Because it looks out of place. If I had to guess, this was changed on something in the overworld, and this is an unintended texture remap. Like this look itself looks great, but this texture looks horrible. It's like really strange and bright for no reason. It's obviously this was like an overworld texture he fixed or changed, and then the result also happened to change this one. So that'll probably be addressed in a future patch, though. Go check out Moss Giants. There's a guy actually killing them. That's hilarious. Nice. Alright, so yes, this is HD RuneScape. Let's just go back to the GE. Yeah, look at this. You got a... you have a bot doing gambling scam, but, you know, that's RuneScape. Got a bunch of fires in the GE, got some cool portals that look nice. Definitely looks much better. There's just a guy laughing. Jad Pet. Alright, so yeah. That's it for this little overview slash, I guess, showcase video. Where we're just checking out Runelite HD. Like, it definitely looks decent. Now, obviously, when Jagex releases their thing, it'll probably look a little bit better because they now know what the bar is, and also like their model quality has been getting better like with each release. So like, I'm expecting them to remake a lot of the art assets and for them to look much better. Like, even just looking at some of these player models, like these old models versus like some of the new ones, they just look bad, and then like some of the new stuff looks amazing. Like the Serpent Helm looks pretty good, versus the Carol's armor just looks like dog shit. but I mean, it was made years ago, and then look at like the Warrior Helm; it just looks so funky. It looks so dumb. But yeah, they'll probably update a bunch of stuff. So yeah, thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you in another RuneScape video.